Hi everyone, myself Mohammad Ghaus. I'm a civil engineer. I'm 24 years old and I am in Bahrain working as a site engineer right now. Site engineer, site supervisor, that kind of a thing. So I'm a graduate in civil engineering and having a professional experience of 2.5 years in supervision and inspection of site works. And had 2.5 years experience in India. After that, I got a visit visa here in Bahrain. Then went on to searching the job of. Firstly, I went on to do civil engineering jobs. I got to know that it's very difficult to get a civil engineering job as a first comer because they require a lot of experience, or at least a 2 or 3 years experience is must for civil engineer here. So I thought to why shouldn't we go with the site supervisor or site engineer? It's kind of a job you have understood and a more relaxing job as compared to civil engineer because it's kind of a more of a responsible thing as compared to these things. So wanted to get know about the Bahraini culture, the departments, the all the connections we have in Bahrain. So I came here in February of 28. So yeah, to February 20th, and then I have to go on for 7 days of quarantine because it was a visa given by for my father's company. So my father resides here. So from through his I got a visit visa. So this company got us into a quarantine. So next, it was about searching jobs. Let me tell you, it's kind of a very difficult time to come here and search for jobs. And one thing I wanna tell you about is that you should be have references when you come to any country, any any kind of country. You could be Qatar, Bahrain, Dubai, Saudi, and yeah, there should be someone you know from a same background, same field. If you are coming from mechanical field, you should know someone who is in mechanical field in Bahrain itself. It is very helpful because as a guy who worked in a company and knows the situation, he tells what and what not good for him. So I think I didn't had anyone, but I had a guys, no, a couple of guys who helped me a lot. They were from my hometown, and but he was from a mechanical background, so he helped me a lot. He gave an opportunity me in a company for a no, civil company. I went there, and it was a normal interview. I would say normal interview. They did ask about the guy who was interviewing me was a very national, no Indian or anyone. Very nationals. Majorly, they do the work, equipment, and all those things. It went really well, I would say, but I didn't hear them from a 10 days perspective. I was like, I think I lost a job because the salary was I put that in Indian money, uh, about 60K. I was asking for 60K. So I thought my job is done there. I think I can't get the job there. So we left there, such couple of other things, and try to apply for jobs. Another tip I want to tell you is that there is a website called. Let me show you the website. Its name is wait this is called Expertrites. EXPATRATES. One of the best websites you can have for job interviews or anything because they give a WhatsApp number also there. You can apply through email and you can go through WhatsApp itself. And it helped me a lot. This tip was given by the guy who was helping me. He was a mechanical background, so he was helping me. I use that and I started to first. Another thing I want to tell is that the resume I took was a very horrible resume because I didn't know how the layout goes. Example, I will tell you one thing. I had a resume at the starting of my entry of point in Bahrain. It was very horrible resume because the content was not great. It was only a one page perspective and didn't have anything. So I had to change 3 times my resume. I did call my friend. He was in Saudi. He was a mechanical engineer. He got a job in Saudi, so I spoke to him. I just wanted a resume from him, so he sent his resume. I just looked on to his resume, just copied his format and made my changes there. It really helped me a lot. If you people want the resume, how this gonna help you or anything, I can make a video on that, which will helpful for you. And resume is very important because key no one goes through no one goes through and will check your resumes. HR won't do that. There will be a software which will be doing the same thing, and the content has to be in a precise order. I would say thing which has to be show. The key element should be your name, your designation, the experience has to be repeated in a resume, because then the algorithm of the software will take your resume. So I did the same thing, and it helped me a lot. I will show my resume. It's a simple resume. I will say my resume. I think you can see this simple resume. I can explain you the things which I have done here. Like here it is simple resume, 2-page resumes. I can if you want it, I can put the link here bottom of my YouTube channel description, which will help you eventually. I want to say one thing: never come to with a visa for 1 month. Come for minimum 3 months. And if you are good at cooking, it's really well. You can save a lot of money. If you are not, you should take up to like 30, 80, about 15 to 16,000 rupees for 3 months for food itself, like 3 times for food only. I'm telling. If you wanna go for interview and go there and go that, another 5,000 rupees for that, 20 for extra for that. And approach should be very much. I would say I can explain you things. If you want a video about how to do an interview, it's not about civil or mechanical or anything. I would give a brief thing how you should approach interviewer, how you should talk to him and make a deal right away. And it's gonna help you a lot how to and how not to. And for example, I will tell I'm a civil engineer, so this is a video for how to approach a इंटरव्यू. हम यहाँ पर बात करेंगे कि इंटरव्यू कैसे अप्रोच करें, क्योंकि इंग्लिश में बात करा था तो थोड़ा हमारे लोगों को थोड़ा पता नहीं चल रहा था, इसीलिए मैंने हिंदी में बात करने के लिए बता रहा हूँ. तो यहाँ पर सिंपल सा थिंग है, कॉन्फिडेंस थोड़ा अपना बढ़ा कर रहिए, क्योंकि मुझे भी डर लगा था पहली बार, क्योंकि पहली बार जा रहा था, पता नहीं कैसा रिएक्शन होगा सब देखने के लिए. तो मैंने गया था, इंशाल्लाह वहाँ पर जाके बैठा था. उसके बाद फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग, you should do one thing. You should say something very boldly, like, "Hi sir, good morning." It has to be on a red page, like, "Good morning sir, good morning." And he will ask you, "How are you?" You say something in your thing. I said, "Alhamdulillah, I'm great." And I did a follow-up question like, "How are you sir?" I did a follow-up question to him. He said, "How are you doing sir?" He said, I'm fine, he said. You have to be good at that. And then okay, after that he got into my resume. The resume which I took there was it for a very different resume. It wasn't a good resume, I would say. He took my name, like, "What's your name?" So I said as Muhammad Ghaus. Like he goes on to say a different name. He didn't got the name really, and he asked for the meaning of my name. And the thing is, I didn't know really the house name. I didn't know what's my name meaning. I got to know that it was about helping others. So I knew the idea that it was one of the saint's name, or Muslim saint's name. So I did told him that it's a saint name. I don't know about the extra of that. So he gone through my resume, simply looking at my marks and all of those, and then went on to ask about my experience. I was I was very nervous. I would say I was very nervous, but in an interview should be precise. I would say, let me tell you one thing. I would explain a one short sentence like this. It's about the civil engineering. You can put your in that civil engineering. You can put your mechanical engineering. Okay, I'm a graduate in civil engineering, having professional experience of 2.5 years in supervision and inspection of site works, assuring quality of works for residential and commercial building projects in India. This is the shortest form you can say what you do, what your job dedication. You can simply add your mechanical engineer IES, or you can experience, then you have to supervision inspection, or you could be a coder who is a front end or back end doing Python, that kind of a CS. If doing a mechanical, I will be trying in a doing a work in a, let me say, and I have a friend's resume, how he had approach is that like this one, selling technical products, providing technical support, managing sales and territories, and develop and review design prototypes. This kind of things has to be still like I'm a graduate in mechanical engineering and have a professional experience of 2.5 years in develop and reviews design prototypes, performance testing and finalizing product design, proposal and associated activities such as SPR, APA, PEFD, and knowledge of powder coating and that kind of thing. It's another friend of mine. So this is one. The thing is, you have to be approaching in a. The answer has to be precise and exact. You don't have to be tell your say a whole history about your works. If you ask him, then you can explain, and then it should just make it short. उसके बाद तो हम यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं फीमेल्स की पोजीशन के बारे में. फीमेल्स यहाँ पर कैसे अपना जॉब हासिल कर सकते हैं और किस फील्ड में. एज ऑफ यू नो कि फीमेल्स को यहाँ पर सिविल इंडस्ट्री में सिर्फ उन लोगों को सिस्टम वर्क ऑफिस के लिए लेते हैं, वही है उन लोग का, कोई एक्स्ट्रा दूसरा काम नहीं है. क्योंकि यहाँ की ह्यूमिडिटी, यहाँ का वेदर बहुत ही डिफरेंट है. आई वुड से वेरी रैश एज़ कम्पेयर टू इंडिया. इंडिया में जो रहता है वेदर उससे बहुत ज़्यादा ही है. आई वुड से एज़ कम्पेयर टू राजस्थान, जयपुर, दैट काइंड ऑफ वेदर इफ यू कंसिडर डूइंग कम हियर. तो वहाँ से आपको यहाँ पर आएंगे तो आपको पहले तो आपको बता दूँ, मिनिमम आप लेडीज़ रहेंगे तो 3 से 4 साल अपना रख के रहिए. 3 से 4 साल एक्सपीरियंस रखिए. 3 साल 2 से पकड़िए, 2 से 3 ईयर्स उसके ऊपर ही खेलिए, तब आपको ईजी से काम मिल सकता है. एंड द थिंग इज़ दैट बाद में आपको सॉफ्टवेयर आना चाहिए. अब तो पहले तो ऑटोकैड, सिंपल सा पहले बोल रहा हूँ, ऑटोकैड चाहिए. ऑटोकैड सीखिए, 2D और 3D सीख के रहिए. देन एक्सेल, वर्ड, स्प्रेडशीट, anything related to Microsoft Office. And then you could be आप एडिटिंग रेंडरिंग के लिए, ड्राफ्टिंग के लिए तो ऑटोकैड हो गया. रेंडरिंग और एलिवेशन के लिए रिविट भी कर सकते हैं, स्टैट प्रो भी रिविट भी कर सकते हैं, स्केचअप भी कर सकते हैं. अब एनालिसिस ऑफ एंड डिज़ाइनिंग ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर्स के लिए आप स्टैट प्रो या ई टैप चूज़ कीजिए. जो दोनों में आपको कौन सा कंफर्टेबल रखे वो, क्योंकि दोनों भी वही आउटपुट देते हैं. तो आई वुड प्रीफर गो विथ ई टैप्स बिकॉज योर मेनली वर्क्स ऑन कॉन्क्रीट स्ट्रक्चर्स. सो कॉन्क्रीट स्ट्रक्चर बहुत बेहतर आता है ई टैप्स में. जो भी स्टैट प्रो का है उसमें है ना फ्रेम स्ट्रक्चर, अब उससे एल्यूमिनियम और स्टील स्ट्रक्चर्स आते हैं. अगर इफ़ यू आर इनटू स्टील स्ट्रक्चर यू गो विथ स्टैट प्रो. सिंपल से रखिए, सिंपल सा एटीट्यूड रखिए. कहीं पर अप्रोच करना हो तो अभी किसी फ़ोन लगा रहे हैं कोई कंसल्टेंट को या कोई भी जो आपको बात करना चाहते हैं, तो उससे अच्छे से बात कीजिए. जैसे एग्जांपल हो गया, हेलो सर, गुड मॉर्निंग, हाउ आर यू, आई एम फाइन सर, यस सर, यस सर. अब अगर वो बोल रहा है कि आपको इंटरव्यू स्केड्यूल हो जाएगा, तो आपको क्या करना चाहिए नेक्स्ट? थैंक यू सर, आई विल बी कमिंग टू ए इंटरव्यू सर. simple सी बात.